It's the Train Guy USA. In this video, I'm going to go over my weekend in Toronto taking the Union Pearson Express on 3 consecutive days. I will also go over my pros and cons of this train line. If you're new to the channel, I hope that you subscribe after watching this video. Stay tuned. I began my journey on the UP Express on a Friday evening between 5 and 5:30 p.m. This was shortly after I had arrived and checked into my hotel, which was actually very close to Pearson International Airport. As you can see, I'm already at the train station, just waiting to get in line and for the next train to depart to Union Station. Now, when I got to Toronto, it was raining and I was pretty bummed out. I was hoping that my first trip on the UP Express would be a lot better weather-wise to see some clear and sunny skies, but instead I just got rain, and that was kind of unfortunate.
It's not raining. It's raining here, so you're missing it. Yeah.
I was able to get to Union Station from Pearson International Airport via the UP Express relatively quickly, about under 30 minutes, which I thought was nice. And then I was able to walk to the Rogers Center with a number of Blue Jays fans after getting off the train, which I thought was cool. I would later find out that there were so many other venues that were connected to Union Station, which really helped me out throughout the weekend. And I'm also going to go through that later in the video. Had a great time at the Rogers Center enjoying the Blue Jays game. I'm not a Blue Jays fan. I just wanted to see the Rogers Center and knock it off my bucket list. But all in all, for my first trip on the UP Express, it was a success. I thought it was pretty cool. After the Blue Jays game, I ended up walking around downtown Toronto before heading back to Union Station to take the UP Express to my hotel. This time I got more time to get on a train and sit down before the train departed. I was able to take some shots of this bathroom, as you see, and also of me sitting down. There weren't a lot of passengers. I think this was like the next to last train for the night, but this just gave me a lot more time to take some better videos, and I got some nighttime shots of Toronto as I was going back to Pearson International Airport to go to my hotel. Earlier in the video, I mentioned that I stayed very close to Pearson International Airport. This was the view from the window of the room that I was staying in at the hotel, so I was able to see the UP Express going to and from Pearson International Airport throughout the day, and this is how I got my Saturday started.
We'll be making 2 stops on our way to Toronto's Union Station. Our first station stop will be Western.
What you're looking at here is a view of my hotel from the Union Pearson Express train. You can also notice that the weather was a lot better on Saturday to start the day than it was on Friday when I got on the Union Pearson Express train for the first time. Now, the sun started to come out as I got closer and closer to Union Station via the Union Pearson Express train. That was pretty awesome for me because I thought, hey, I may not see the sun out until perhaps Sunday, but here I was able to see the sun coming out, and it made me a lot more happier just to get some great visuals as I was going down to Union Station via the Union Pearson Express.
Floor station, for your next stop, Lower. Minor passengers' bicycles are not permitted on off express routes.
Oh, seven. Come on, it's hand time.
Similar to Friday, I arrived at Union Station via the UP Express in less than 30 minutes coming from Pearson International Airport. Now, you see me walking through Union Station, but I'm actually going to the TTC subway entrance because I actually need to take the Line 1 train to get to the Royal Ontario Museum. I did record my journey via the Line 1 train to the Royal Ontario Museum and other places. However, that's going to be included in a separate video that's also going to include the streetcar, so stay tuned. Now, after the Royal Ontario Museum and before I went to the wrestling show that you're looking at right here, I took the UP Express twice, again. So I took it back to Pearson International Airport to drop off my jacket at the hotel, and then I took it coming back to get to Scotiabank Arena, which is also connected to Union Station. So all in all, I took the UP Express 4 times on Saturday. However, I did record video, but I just didn't add that because I felt like it would be redundant. Now, Saturday was great, and it led to an even better day for Sunday. Sunday was a very beautiful day in Toronto. From the UP Express train, I was able to see Toronto on a beautiful summer day. There wasn't any rain, not many clouds in the sky, and the sun was shining bright. Unfortunately, this was my last trip via the UP Express train to Union Station. I wasn't able to take the UP Express train headed back to Pearson International Airport during the evening on Sunday, and I'll get into that a little bit later here. At the beginning of this video, I mentioned that I was going to discuss the pros and cons of the UP Express train, and without further ado, I don't want to make you wait any longer. Here's pro number 1. Quick service from Pearson International Airport to Union Station. Just being able to take a train coming from the airport going to downtown Toronto in less than 30 minutes was magnificent. It was great for me because I didn't have to spend a lot of money using Lyft or Uber or waiting a long time if I would have taken a TTC bus to a TTC subway line and then taken that to Union Station. This was fantastic. Another pro that I noticed was the cleanliness of the UP Express trains. They're very clean. They weren't dirty at all. Even the bathroom was clean. And I thought that was really, really cool. Another pro of the UP Express train was just the customer service. I didn't notice them much at all, which is a great thing. I didn't have any encounters with any ticket agents that was very negative. So I thought that was great. And it really helped to have a great experience with the UP Express train. Now, there are some cons from my journey via the UP Express train. One con I would have to state is the price. And I want to say that many people in Toronto perhaps agree. $12.35 Canadian one way is way too much. Yes, this is a fast service from Pearson International Airport to Union Station and then Union Station back to Pearson International Airport. But $12.35 Canadian is just way too much. And that's not going to do a good job to increase ridership. Another con for me would just have to be the lack of late night service. And that's what really hurt for me on Sunday as I went to another wrestling show, but that wrestling show ended about midnight and it was also at the Scotiabank Arena. However, I wasn't able to take the UP Express back to Pearson International Airport because the UP Express, I believe, stops at 11 p.m. going to Pearson International Airport from Union Station, which really hurts. So I actually had to take a TTC Line 1 train to a TTC Line 2 train and then a bus to Pearson International Airport just to get back to my hotel. That was not fun. However, I did document that for a future video, so stay tuned for that. My recommendation for the UP Express train moving forward, they need to have like some kind of weekend pass for tourists as well as residents of Toronto, Ontario. That would really, really help, in my opinion, to increase ridership. And I've seen it done with other commuter trains, especially here in Chicago with Metro. Just have like a weekend pass or even a daily pass. That should be very, very helpful. Another recommendation would be to maybe extend the hours of service perhaps to midnight or maybe even 12:30 a.m., especially for those events that are going to be taking place downtown that may not end until after midnight or even close to midnight. It helps people not have to rely on taking a longer train ride via the TTC subway or even the TTC bus line or even streetcars. All in all, I had a great experience with the UP Express over my weekend. I know I used it a lot, but it was really, really helpful because it helped me again to avoid utilizing Lyft or Uber and also other modes of transportation like the bus or even the subway. I think this is a great service for residents and tourists alike, and I hope that the UP Express continues to improve in the future. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you subscribe.